here we are on the grid with Tanner Foust, as you said, in that enviable pole position.
But what I do see on the far side, the orange Saab. Now that Saab has been incredibly fast. It's fast off the line, and it's big and brawny, and it might pose a problem when they all pinch down into that right-hander on turn 1.
I think so. Those 3 drivers in the front row are very experienced racers. Samuel Hubenet, very familiar with Tanner Foust. They did Formula Drift together, and they're not afraid to get inches from each other's door, and he's very aggressive.
And the guy in the middle, the blue Best Buy Ford, that's Timur Timurzainov, the Russian who has already won. He's already the champion in the European Rallycross Championship, so he beat Tanner out for that one. Not a contender in the championship here, but could be a spoiler.
Absolutely, spoiler for the points, and he's just going to be trying to win here too, like everybody else. He doesn't care about the points race. He just wants to win his first race on U.S. soil.
So this is it, folks. Get off the couch at home. This is going to be exciting. The final runs again. This is the Global Rallycross Championship from here in Las Vegas. Can Tanner Foust get out front, get out clean, or will Brian Deegan be able to take it?
Oh, wow, tough start for Timur, but there's Tanner basically unchallenged as he heads into that front corner. There
Look at
comes
Deegan go! That is unbelievable. He took that outside line, all kinds of carnage.
Oh,
Brian Deegan in 4th already.
That was amazing. I can't believe he got all the way up to that position, and this is a smart move. There he goes. He's taking the long lap. He's going to make some space around himself. All sorts of carnage in the shortcut, but there's Brian Deegan over the jump, and he's going to see what happens. He's going to take the long lap and leave it till later to take the shortcut and see if he can come out front.
You see the shot there, Reese Millen in the blue and white. That was Samuel Hubenet in the orange, as Bryce Menzie is sideways on the course. Hubenet is racing incredibly aggressively. He already put Tanner Foust sideways, then almost took out Millen, took out a whole lot of tough blocks. This is crazy aggressive racing as Brian Deegan goes for the shortcut. Will he come out in front of Tanner Foust? Let's watch this one.
Brian's gonna have to be tidy. You've got to use everything you've got to make this count, and it's gonna be tough.
Oh, it's not gonna be enough. Foust in front of Deegan.
Barely, so close. Now we'll see if Brian Deegan can rein him in on the course here. Amazing racing between these 2 teammates and championship contenders.
Oh, you saw a little puff of dirt there as Tanner Foust hooked the inside. Oh, and bumps a couple of those tough blocks too. I don't think they're going to be penalized for that. Brian Deegan coming through, Reese Millen in the Hyundai right behind him, and then the orange Saab of Samuel Hubenet. This is phenomenal racing here in Vegas tonight.
You saw how long Brian Deegan went on the jump. Trying to make up time over the jump, not necessarily a good idea, but you can take a fraction of a second if you over jump a little bit and go a little bit fast, but he's driving clean here.
Is he going to overdrive this? Is perhaps the pressure on Brian Deegan so much that he'll make some mistake?
Brian Deegan is one of the most experienced racers in this field. He knows better than that. He is going to be driving hard, but hopefully not too hard. I see him go wide there on the corner, and maybe I eat my words.
And you see those tough blocks, the foam blocks that delineate the course being bounced all over the place. Brian going from right to left. He's trying to get a really good fast line on that dirt, but he really has to chase down Tanner Foust now. Millen still in 3rd, Hubenet in 4th.
Brian and Tanner racing against each other. 2 incredibly skilled drivers with different styles, and Deegan is going to be fighting hard to try and chase down Tanner here. It's going to be very tough.
Brian really seems to be drifting those corners. He's pulling them out pretty wide. Tanner slowing down for that turn, wants to be smart over the gap jump. Maybe, well, a little bit short maybe for Tanner there.
2 very different styles. Tanner Foust takes more of a road race line, the tarmac line, very tidy and neat. Whereas Brian Deegan, with all of his dirt experience in the short course series, is a little bit wider, a little bit crazier, a little bit sloppier, but you know what? It works for him, so I can't criticize it.
And you saw the smoke coming off Deegan's tires there. He's trying to find a line that gains him some advantage. Remember what he said, these cars have a time limit. What might you do to these tires if you really push that hard?
By the end of these few laps, you don't know, maybe the tires go off. You don't have as much grip as you're expecting as you start a lap on tarmac. It's going to be interesting to see what happens, but right now they're just holding on to position. Brian seems to be doing really well around that long right-hander, maybe clawing back a little fraction of a second every time he goes through it.
And after a long championship with 2 laps left to go, First and second in the championship are also first and second in this race. Tanner Foust leads. Brian Deegan with the angry red eyes in the Ford Fiesta behind. This is phenomenal. I can't believe that Brian managed to get himself through from that start, but he really needs to make up some ground to catch Tanner Foust for the win in the race.
Just incredible driving, and he is not going to give up. He's going to keep at it here and try and reel in his teammate.
The white flag is flying for Tanner Foust. This is the final lap. If he races smooth, he will win the championship here in Las Vegas. Brian Deegan charging hard behind in second.
Look at him go. He is a little bit wild on those corners and not making up any time. Tanner Foust over the jump. Brian Deegan right behind him and into that long right-hand sweeper where Brian Deegan has been doing incredibly well, just getting it rotated and coming around that turn.
And here comes Foust to the checkers. Tanner Foust wins in Vegas, wins the 2012 Global Rallycross Championship.
And we see him already doing his victory donuts as the other competitors are coming across the line. Boy, is he happy.
That is Tanner Foust. He is your champion after a fantastic win here tonight, holding off a hard charging field. Just awesome, smooth racing. And he is a very, very happy man.